Hey everyone, I am back for another review, and I'll be reviewing Titanic. It's directed by James Cameron, the Terminator director, and it stars Leonardo DiCaprio and Kate Winslet. I have a personal story about the Titanic. I saw it as a kid. I believe I was 8 years old at a in a mall in a theater in which the mall and the theater no longer exist. So it was quite a long time ago, and it basically documents the Titanic crash that happened in 1912, where it started in England, and it was supposed to go to New York, but it got into an accident along the way, and it documents a woman named Rose, who was one of the survivors of the Titanic. Having said that, an older version of Rose in the movie is played by a woman named Gloria Stewart, and a younger version is played by Kate Winslet, which was her breakout role, and which was and Jack Dawson, which was Leonardo DiCaprio. His breakout role was that as well. So it basically documents, like, similar to the other movies I reviewed, class, love, a bit of violence, and also jealousy. Um, Jack Dawson, Leonardo DiCaprio's character, is actually a poor man, but excuse me, Kate Winslet is actually Kate Winslet character is actually a richer woman, and in which the family of Rose, which is played by Kate Winslet, did not want her to be even talking to Jack Dawson, which is Leonardo DiCaprio's character. And that was the element of the movie, and then, which is rather the fictional part of the movie, I must say, but the real part was the crash, of course, and in which many people died. And James Cameron spent a whole lot of money on that movie and a whole lot of research, and it was and the movie studios as well. They did a lot of work, and the film grossed over $2 billion back in the day, and was nominated for, I believe, 11 Oscars. And I still remember watching the 1998 Oscars, in which Titanic won a lot of Oscars, and Celine Dion with that hit song, of course. Um, and But then Good Will Hunting also won Oscars as well. And I just remember watching the 1998 Oscars, and Matt Damon and Ben Affleck, who were up and coming actors at the time, were just piss poor drunk at them in the movie, and during the Oscars. I just thought it was funny. They were young guys at the time. But Titanic is all about love. It's a class, and Billy Zane plays Kate plays the future husband, per se, of Kate Winslet, in which the family wanted her to marry him so that they can keep their rich status uh, in the movie. Um, but Kate Winslet ended up falling in love with Leonardo DiCaprio's character, and it was one of those movies where you just wanted to just imagine, like, what would your life be, partially knowing towards the end of the movie that your life is coming to an end. Um, and that was my uh, idea of the. That was my thinking of the movie. I recently saw it not too long ago, considering, and first time it was over 25 years ago, and last time I saw it, like, just recently, not too long ago, and it made me have a different appreciation of the movie when I was a kid, of course, and obviously now when I'm a mature adult. It it made me think how life can be fleeting, how life can be unpredictable, how life does not always go your way, and I think that is one theme that I took away from the Titanic. It's oddly enough, when I first saw it as a kid, many years ago, I remember the phenomenon around it. Even my parents, who are not necessarily big movie fans, at least of Hollywood film, wanted to go see the Titanic, and I still remember going to that theater the last half an hour way back when the audio blew out, so we didn't hear We weren't able to listen to the movie. We were able to see the movie, but not listen to the audio for the last half an hour. And then the theater gave us vouchers way back when, and then I think we ended up using it for A Bug's Life and L.A. Confidential after. So that was my early memories of watching movies in the theaters, and then in the years since I've watched a whole lot of movies in theaters. And Titanic is one of those films that it was the first movie I saw in theater, and it's something that made me witness the power of film. I have friends that love the movie, and it's a movie that captures love and it captures tragedy at the same time. You can put it like a Shakespeare play, almost kind of like similar to a Romeo and Juliet, um, and jealousy, rage, and whatnot, class. There's new money in the movie, which is like more of like an American spin on, and the old money, which hails from England. Since this boat was supposed to, this cruise really essentially of the day was supposed to start somewhere in England and then go all the way to New York, and then it crashes midway. I believe it was in Belfast, Northern Ireland. Um, and James Cameron would talk about the amount of research he did in the movie, and it's a fantastic movie to watch. Nicely done. It's a really long movie, but it was nicely done. And if you've seen it as a kid, watch it when you're an adult. You'll have a different appreciation for it. And that is my review, and I will see you guys at the next review.